Let's go, people. Back by popular demand. It's the barber, the better. Here to bring you some more winners this week. First of all, going back to last week. We didn't do so sharp last week. 7 and 8, both of us.
It happens though, you know what I mean? It was there's so many games that we went the other way on, and it's like, I feel like almost every game we went opposite on, it went the other way. It was crazy. This was a wild week.
Yeah, and all the favorites, big favorites, favorites was like 15-2 or something on the week. It was crazy. It was, whatever. Just chalk it up to that. I know that brings you to the year to 500. You right there, you know.
You're flatlining, baby. But if you hit the parlay with us, you still up. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, we had 500, man. But hey, ain't up, but we ain't down. You know what I mean? So let's get it.
It's like a clean slate for you. You know what I mean? You just start like a new season. You know what I mean? Now you just
let's go.
Start for 500. 500 ain't bad. You see a lot of these cappers on TV with way worse than that. And then they getting paid $100,000s to bet. You know what I mean? For better stats than that. For real. That brings my season to 36-24. 36-24, not too bad. We're gonna come back this week though. Today's the trade deadline. A bunch of action. Nothing too crazy. Cowboys got Jonathan Minga. Whoop-de-doo. They gave up a fourth rounder for him, I think it is, and then they swapped the seventh. I don't really see what the difference he's gonna make. I guess the difference is he's just on a rookie contract for a couple of years.
Jerry's world, man.
I don't know. The Jets got rid of Mike Williams. They didn't get anything else.
Deuces.
I think they got enough lately though, right? With Devontae, you already had your trade deadline moves. So
facts.
Any other trades you want to talk about? What do you think make a difference this year?
I think Preston Smith going to the Steelers, that was a big move, putting him over there next to TJ Watt. That defense was already scary as it is. And you know what? As much as Mike Williams wasn't a factor on the Jets, Russell loves to throw that moon ball. So that was another good addition to that offense. If it's going to click, they made some pretty good moves. Marshawn Lattimore. Yeah,
to the Redskins. Yeah, that's gonna be
crazy. Good. He's a lockdown, bro. He's been shutting Mike Evans down his whole career, and he's a Hall of Fame wide receiver. That's a big pickup for an up and coming team.
That's trash for the NFC East, man. Yeah, Cowboys. There's even more reason to shut it down now, right? Like
for real,
they stacking up in Washington, man. Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, that kid is incredible, man. That kid is good.
Thought we only had to worry about the Eagles this year. You know what I mean?
Speaking of which, Saquon doing backwards hurdles over defenders, bro.
That was crazy.
I know the Giants are just sick.
That was like John Morant last night.
Yo, 360 bangers twice, one game, bro. Yeah. Some of these dudes ain't human, man. They're a higher species than us, man. These dudes is freak athletes, man. Crazy. So on to the next week, man. Your boys was under 500 last week, but we still doing good on the season. So we're going to bring you into Thursday Night Football this week. We got the Cincinnati Bengals going down to Baltimore to face the Ravens. The Ravens are favored by 6.5. The over-under is 52.5. How do you feel about this matchup?
I think it's going to be like a brawl. Them games, you know how it be that
AFC North games are typically like that, yeah.
Yeah, they battle it out. So I think it's going to be like that. I think this, even though there's been a lot of shootouts, I think this is gonna be more like a field goal game. Like they might be able to move the ball, hit some overs, props, but I think it might bog down once they get down to the end zone, get more physical. I think that Cincinnati can hang in there with the 6.5. Right now the line's at, I don't know if it stays there, but right now the lines you can get at 6.5. I think that's a good number to get them a 6.5. I don't see it being more than a touchdown win. What about you?
I think the same, man. I think it's going to be one of those games where the Ravens are going to try to control the clock with their run game. Derrick Henry is probably going to be good to get the over. I know last time they played earlier in the season, Derrick Henry didn't really hit his yardage until that last big play that brought him into overtime. But regardless, I think they're going to try to control the clock. I think that the Bengals are going to be able to get the ball, put it in the air. So I'm liking, Bengals receivers for the overs on those props. But I agree. I think because of the time of possession game, I think this is a good under game. I think it's going to come down to maybe like a 23-20, 2017 field goal game. Now, the Ravens have won the last 3 matchups, and only 2 of those contests were decided by more than 3 points. So these are 2 teams that typically play each other very well. So I'm going to go with the Bengals on this one.
And the Bengals need this. It's like, this is going to change the whole season.
Nah, this is make or break. They put themselves in that situation. They typically start off slow, but this year they went extra slow, bro. They had no pep in their step coming out the gates. I don't know what it is about this team, but coming out the gate, bro, they are tortoise slow.
And they got Higgins should be back this week. That should help out.
That'll be a huge addition, man.
But and then I like Jamar Chase too. Let's talk about our parlays and everything later. But Jamar Chase should get in the end zone, man. Burrow threw to 5 people, and he wasn't one of them.
That was crazy. Insanity. But that also means the offense is cooking, man. The offense is clicking. Now, the Bengals defense is trash. Let's not understate that.
Yeah.
They are not good by any means. But when your offense is playing like that, you can afford to give up some points.
They kind of got to play like that, like keep away from Lamar and them, because that offense has been explosive this year. So we'll see what happens. You want to get into your parlay? You want to tell people?
Let's get it, man. That's what we're here for, right?
You know the fan favorite, the big bet parlay.
All right, let's get to cooking. So for this week's Big Bet Jet Parlay of the Week, we got 5 legs plus 11-16. First leg, Zay Flowers over 60 receiving yards. He's hit this in 4 out of the last 5 games. And I know what you're thinking. That one was a dud. 1 catch, 11 yards, but he was coming off of a low ankle tweak. He's good to go. We saw him drop 2 tutties, over 100 yards in 4 of those 5 last games. I'm rocking with the hot hand. Next, we got Joe Burrow over 8.5 rushing yards. He's not a guy that likes to rely on his running ability, but he's not going to shy away from it if it's there. I think 9 yards. He's hit this 3 out of the last 4 games, 5 out of the last 7. I like him to get 9 rushing yards this game. I don't think it's going to be one of those games where he's going to be in victory formation and losing yards. Then we got Burrow over 1.5 passing touchdowns. He's coming off of a 5 touchdown performance last week, and the last time he played the Baltimore Ravens, he threw for 5 touchdowns in that game as well. I think over 1.5 passing touchdowns is easy, whether it's Chase Brown, whether it's Jamar Chase, whether it's Andre Ugasnavi, whatever his name is, Mike Gesicki, he's going to get them tutties. I think that's an easy leg. Then we got Lamar Jackson over 1.5 passing touchdowns. He's hit this in 5 of the last 6 games. He's going crazy with the arm, and the Ravens are winning because of it. I'm going to rock with that leg heavy. And the final leg is under 67.5 points. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's kind of late to go swimming. That's a lot of points, but they scored over 70 points in the last matchup. I do think it'll be a low-scoring affair, but why not take the safe bet when you can still rock out for over plus 1,000? And going back, like the Comissh said last time, anytime you add an under to the slip, it's pretty much a lotto ticket after that. Skyrocket. So with 5 legs, plus 11-16, if you put $10 on it, it's 111. You put 100 on it, you're bringing back 1,100. Let's lock it in and get this money, baby. Now I'm gonna hand you over to my boy, the Comissh, because I hope you're following them best bets, because my boy's on fire. We 8-2 over the last 10 best bets. If you rocking with him, you're up. So take it over, Comissh.
All right, now for the best bet, it's nice and simple. Chase Brown getting the end zone, anytime touchdown, minus 120. There's no other running backs there. Moss is hurt. Khalil Herbert just coming. He should eat. That should be easy. In the end zone, Chase Brown, anytime touchdown. Let's go. And for the parlay, everybody like the parlays. Again, take it easy on the parlays. You're not going to get rich on the parlays. They're hard to hit, but we have pretty good success on the show. Follow us here with the parlays. So for the parlay, I'll give you guys today 3 simple things. 100 to win 341. First leg of the parlay is let's move the under to 56.5. I just like it a little better than the line. It's not much difference as far as what you get back. So let's bump that up a little bit just to be safe. Second leg is let's put the spread to 8.5. That's Cincy getting plus 8.5. Like again, I think Cincy's gonna cover the 6.5. But again, since we're doing the parlay, let's just keep it safe. Last leg, I have Jamar Chase anytime touchdown. Again, like we said, Burrow threw the ball 5 touchdowns he gave people, and none of them was Jamar Chase. We know Jamar Chase how he gets. You got to keep his ego happy. You better feed him that ball, or he's gonna start being a problem on the sideline. So Jamar Chase is gonna get a touchdown this week. There you go. Those 3 legs, 100 to bring you 341. Thank me tomorrow.
Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Remember to only gamble what you can afford to lose. Never chase your losses. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always,
thank me tomorrow.
Huh?